Hi, I'm Chef Susie with LearnToCook.com, and today I'm going to be making a strawberry rhubarb pie. I have my strawberries in the bowl. They're cut in half. If they're really large, maybe cut them in thirds. And I also have my rhubarb sliced in 1/4-inch pieces. And rhubarb is a terrific thing to grow in your backyard. It grows nice with big long red stalks with some really nice green leaves on them. And then you can just go and pick it when you're ready to make your strawberry rhubarb pie. So knowing that, let's get started. I have my cornstarch and my granulated sugar mixture in my bowl. I'm just going to be sprinkling it over the strawberries and rhubarb. This is going to be what sweetens the pie and also thickens the pie at the same time. So we're just gently tossing this together. And then I'm going to be adding just a little bit of vanilla. And these are just the basic ingredients for this pie. It's very easy to make, and it's very nice and refreshing. So we're going to set our filling aside, and we're going to roll out our dough. We're going to be using a sweet dough, and we're going to be making this in a pie pan. First, I'm going to be rolling out the bottom and then the top. So I'm going to flour my surface. And then I'm going to roll my dough out to about 1/4 inch thick. Now that I have my dough about 1/4 inch thick, I'm just going to cut out the pie pan shape a little bit, trim off some of this excess dough. Then we're just going to be dropping it right into the pan. And I have my filling all ready to go. And I'm just going to go ahead and pour it into my pan. And when I'm making pies, I like to fill my pies pretty high because once the fruits start cooking, they're going to kind of drop down a little bit. So I kind of like to get a really good amount of fruit filling in there. Now that we have our filling in our pie shell, we're going to be egg washing the edges a little bit because we're going to be putting a top on here. And this is going to help kind of seal the edges. So we're going to go ahead and roll our top out to the same thickness, about 1/4 inch thick. I'm flouring my surface again. Okay, so now our dough is about 1/4 inch thick. We're just going to cut a small square in the center. And this is going to serve as a vent. And it's going to let out any steam that creates in the baking process. This way it won't steam out the edges and break the seam that we've worked hard to make. So I'm going to be taking my rolling pin and just picking up my dough the same way that I did with the bottom. And I try to get that little vent hole in the center, but if you can't, it's okay as long as it's close by. I'm going to brush off some of our flour, and we're just going to press our seams down. And then just take our hands and go around the pie, taking off all of that excess dough. And like I said, you can go ahead and put this dough in the refrigerator and re-roll it again, but not too much. And then we're going to egg wash the top of the pie This is going to help it get nice and golden brown in color. So we're going to go ahead and put the pie in the oven. And this is our strawberry rhubarb pie. And thanks for joining me at LearnToCook.com today.
Well, thanks for joining us today at LearnToCook.com. Be sure to comment and to subscribe. Also visit us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great day and thank you.